Hi there, my name's Alfie Whattam. I'm a tech recruiter in London and the host of the London Tech Talks podcast, where I speak with different London-based technology leaders. Today, I've got Kimeshan, and we're going to be talking about a few different areas across tech and that kind of thing. Thanks for joining us. Could you just start by giving us a little bit of context about who you are and what you're working on and that sort of thing?
Sure, great to be here, Alfie. I'm Kimeshan. I'm currently one of the co-founders and the CTO of UniBuddy. UniBuddy is an edtech company based in London. We started around 4 years ago, and we now currently work with over 300 universities in over 30 different countries. And we have a fast-growing team of around 75 people in three different offices in New York, London, and Bangalore.
Brilliant. Okay. And could you tell us a little bit more around specifically what you're working on at the moment with UniBuddy and sort of the overall edtech space and that sort of thing?
Sure. So UniBuddy's ultimate goal is to help people to make decisions, and these are life-changing decisions that people often make alone. And our goal is so that they make this with the power of information and shared information from their peers. So the way we currently do this at UniBuddy is with students, because it's the first big decision you make in life. Where should I study and what to study? So our platform allows high school students to have an online chat with current students at the university that they're thinking about going to. And our platform's embedded on the university's website, so prospective students find it while browsing.
Brilliant. All right. So obviously we're recording this during lockdown, or as we're coming out of lockdown. What's your lockdown experience been like?
It's been interesting. We transitioned to work from home like pretty much every other tech company, and we found the results to be very positive. People have adjusted quite well, and it hasn't affected our productivity. What we do miss, and what I do miss, is those ad hoc sort of social interactions that happen in the office. And we did a company survey, and that's what comes through a lot, is that it is more productive, but there isn't that equivalent of bumping into someone near the coffee maker, or having these ad hoc conversations around your desk, which actually results in a lot of creativity and ideas. And the real difficult part about work from home is how do you replicate that and recreate that in a virtual environment.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. And a lot of tech companies that I work with and speak to are saying that, productivity has also gone up, which is interesting. Why do you think that is, out of interest? Have you got any ideas around why you think people are more productive?
Yeah, the two big ones that came through also from our survey and from experience myself in building products and working on work that requires flow is, one is obviously the lack of commute simply gives you more time in the day. And two is the ability to focus without those disruptions in flow. So if you're doing engineering work, product work, or any work which requires blocks of focus time, often in the office you may find you get interrupted by someone tapping you on the shoulder, or there's like a loud call going on somewhere, and the words kind of filtered through. So I guess this is why those social interactions sometimes are a double-edged sword. They're very positive because they allow these ideas to develop, but they're negative because they can disrupt people when they're doing flow work.
Yeah.
So those are the two big factors that we're saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely second that. So a lot of IT graduates and junior developers and that sort of thing watch these videos. Obviously, you've been in the game for quite a while. Have you got any advice that you'd give to people that are just starting out their tech careers?
Yeah, sure. I think firstly, it's a great time to be starting a career in tech. The demand has never been higher, and what we're seeing is that, or something to keep in mind though, is that there's a huge demand for experienced engineers and experienced IT people. There is a much more larger pool of junior developers or graduates. So the key thing is being able to stand out as someone entering the industry or just starting off. And the way you stand out is really by showing that you stretched yourself to the next level. So you'll find that when you're learning concepts that are at a beginner level or at a junior level, there's a lot of resources online. In fact, 90% of the tutorials and online courses are targeted at this level. But to go beyond that, you need to actually, you're not going to be able to learn from blog posts or online courses, but you often need to read books on very specialized matter. Like if you want to learn about messaging systems or event-driven systems, there's really comprehensive books written on these topics. If you want to learn about different agile ways of working or team topologies, there's entire fields around this. So it's 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 not enough almost to just be a generalist, but also showing that you've stretched yourself to extend your knowledge from junior to someone who's actually more advanced in a certain area of information is really important, and you need to go beyond the typical information that's out there for that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 100%. All right. So on that topic of, you mentioned agile and learning different new, exciting, cutting edge technologies, tools, platforms. Is there anything at the moment that you're excited about, interested in, passionate about, that you're thinking in terms of futuristic tech, which you feel is worth sharing?
Yeah, I think you have the common ones that people are excited about, like virtual reality and things. But for me, I'm often excited about the underlying infrastructure that allows people to build better things.
Yeah.
And I'd say the two exciting, things that are potentially going to be game changers in terms of how we build things is one of them is observability.
Hmm.
And this is a concept of being able to identify unknown unknowns in your system. Basically, when your system goes down or you might have an issue, it's because there was an unknown and you didn't even know,
Yeah.
you didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And we've now have this sort of new new model of monitoring, or the next step up from monitoring, which is observability, and it's setting up your system so that you can actually have visibility into different things that are going on. So I'm really excited about that. And the second thing is serverless everything.
Yeah.
So Lambda and serverless backends are really popular now, but we can go a step further, and you could have serverless databases that will scale as you need it. You can have serverless sockets that will scale as you need it. So every single service or external vendor, you shouldn't have to buy a package of credits or go up to different tiers, but ideally you just want the scaling as you need them, or only to be charged for when you use them. And really excited about that, because I think that's going to create a 10x reduction in cost if you can have serverless everything when you build a product.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Very exciting indeed. All right. Well, thanks for having this quick chat. If people have questions, I'll tag you on LinkedIn. Are they okay to reach out to you and drop you a message?
Yes, more than happy. LinkedIn or Twitter is also good.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, thanks for your time, and we'll see everybody on the next episode.
All right. Thanks, Alfie.